Hello everyone, I'm Lakeisha, owner and creator of Bodybutterscreations, and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to turn my body butter base into a whipped body butter cream. So here is the original body butter cream. I do make my body butters a bit on the thicker side, but it is still creamy. So I wanted to take that first butter and turn it into a whipped body butter. So once I jarred up my butters, I saved over some of my body butter cream and turned it into a base. So in order to get this whipped body butter cream, you are going to need to add an oil to it. I chose grapeseed oil because grapeseed oil absorbs quickly into the skin. It's high in ceramides, so if you have very dry skin, ceramides are going to be really good because they are going to hold the water into your skin. So I do take 10 ounces of my body butter base, which includes shea butter, avocado, coconut oil, castor oil, olive oil, and rosemary extract. So this base is a bit on the creamy side. I did have a hard time taking it out of the packaging, so I took it from my container and added to the packaging for the purpose of this video. I should have just left it inside of there because it is a really creamy butter. And I'm going to show you guys a bit of a close-up of it. It looks like it may be hard, but it's really not hard. It is so soft and so creamy. And so I did go a little bit over, about 10.12 ounces. So I'm going to add it to my mixing bowl because I do need to kind of soften this butter up a little bit before adding an oil to it. You always want to do that. And so I do go ahead and I started off on a bit of a low speed. And then I kind of go a little bit higher in speed just to kind of get it a bit more creamier. And so I'm going to go ahead and add the oil to it. And then I'm going to whip it on a medium to high speed. And you do want to make sure that you're scraping down the butter. Even though it is not a heating and freezing method, you still want to make sure you don't have any type of lumps or clumps inside of your butter. We want to make this as smooth as possible. And I'm going to show you guys a bit of a close-up so you can see how whipped the butter is becoming. So I do kind of speed it up just a little bit to get it a bit more fluff into it. And it looks like it's done, but do not let the looks fool you. You do still need to continue to scrape down and make sure that the bottom of the container doesn't have any hard butter in it. And so I go ahead and put it back on the mixer again. And so I only mix this for about a minute or two when I'm blending this. All in all, I will say that this took maybe about 7 to 8 minutes just to do this. That's only because I want a certain consistency of the butter. And it does look like it's really good and fluffy, but of course I go ahead and I add it back onto the stand mixer just to kind of mix it in a little bit more. Okay, so once I got it off of the mixer again, it is the consistency that I want. It's nice, it's rich, it's thick, it's creamy. It has a nice fluff to it. And I'm going to show you how nicely this butter absorbs into the skin. And so I don't add any arrowroot to my butters because I simply don't need to. I make the choices of choosing oils that are going to absorb into the skin quickly and not sit on top of the skin. So you can see that it doesn't have that greasy or oily residue to it. It just glides right into the skin. And this is what it looks like And then I am going to clean off the top of it, and so I am going to also show you guys what I do to my jars in order to get the rhinestones on them. All I do is purchase this off of Amazon. There's no glue needed for this. I'll just cut it to the shape of the jar and I just add it to the jar. And so I do this because I don't do any piping to my butters, and my customers like how I add the rhinestones. It makes it look like a nice, classy, elegant look. But this is what the butter looks like, nice, whipped, and creamy.